This movie was a big surprise for me. And not in a good way. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is OnTheBrainCat, and today I'm going to review the latest road trip comedy crime film, Drive Away Dolls. This movie is directed by Ethan Coen, and this movie stars Geraldine, Viswanathan, Margaret, Qualley, Beanie, Feldstein, Colman, Domingo, Pedro, Pascal, and Matt Damon. Jamie regrets her breakup with her girlfriend while Mara needs to relax. In search of a fresh start, they embark on an unexpected road trip to Tallahassee, but things quickly go airy when they cross paths with a group of criminals. So Ethan Coen, one of the brothers of the famous duo, the Coen brothers. Love the Coen brothers. Love most of their films. No Country for Old Men, True Grit, The Big Lebowski being one of my favorite comedies of all time. So one of the Coen brothers is directing this movie. So of course, I was interested in the movie. From the trailers, it looks like a fun, interesting crime road trip movie. Sort of like what Thelma and Louise is. So I was interested in this film. Now, I went to this film not expecting anything, not expecting this to be a masterpiece, expecting this to be a pretty fun movie. And from the reviews from this movie, like 66% on Rotten Tomatoes, not bad. So I went into this movie with an open mind. And man, this movie was a big surprise for me. And not in a good way, because I'm sorry, I find Drive Away Dolls freaking terrible. Now, are there positives with this film? Yes, I would say the two main leads of the film. They really do try their best in the film. Two really good actresses. But honestly, they could do much better within this film. But I would say Beanie Feldstein is the best part about this movie because she definitely brings the chuckles for me. There are some parts where I find her pretty funny in this film. And I liked her from Booksmart, so she has that likable screen presence. So yeah, from her scenes, I did chuckle quite a bit. But that is it, guys, because I'm just gonna go straight on point. This movie has an identity crisis. This movie, honestly, doesn't know what type of movie it's trying to be. Is it trying to be a road trip movie? Is it trying to be a crime runaway type film? Is this movie trying to be a softcore lesbian porn movie? Or this movie trying to be a raunchy romance film? This movie has all those different genres together, and it doesn't suit it together, and it doesn't match together with one cohesive story, because there's a lot of shit coming all over the place in this film, and it makes this film completely messy overall. If you're expecting this movie to be basically a runaway crime road trip film, that's literally a side plot. When you see in the trailer these two girls found this case, and what's inside the case, it's just a subplot, because most of this movie, like I said, it's a raunchy road trip romance movie with a lot of lesbian sex scenes in this film, a lot of nudity. It doesn't feel like this film has a plot. I feel like even Coen wants to do basically a porn movie, but of course it's trying to be a Hollywood film, so it needs to have a story. Let's just put this crime thing in the film for the sake of like a story that's not going to explore the film at all. That's what this movie honestly felt like. It's trying to be a softcore lesbian porn movie with the crime plot just putting in to try and make a movie. That's just the way I see this film, to be completely honest with you. There is nothing wrong with sex scenes in films. I don't mind sex scenes in films as long as it has its purpose why it's in the film. Some of them don't have its purpose, some of them do. This film has random sex scenes that just came out of nowhere. And was this movie funny, despite from Beanie Feldstein having a couple of chuckle moments? No. I haven't laughed once in this film. And it's funny because the jokes in the film, while I was watching this film, there's these female audiences that actually were busting out laughing. And all I was thinking is that, you find that funny? You find these jokes funny? Because I haven't laughed completely once in this film. And it's such a shame because it's one of the Coen brothers that's directing this film. Honestly, it was directed and written by him. Ethan Coen, honestly, I just don't know what you're thinking with this film, to be completely honest with you. And also, this film has some of the worst freaking editing that I have seen this year. There is a lot of transitions in this film, but weirdly pan transitions that just came out of nowhere. You know those like iMovie transitions that I'm actually using iMovie right now? You know those transitions that has those wipes and all that stuff? Like you see the wipes in this review to go to the footage of me when I'm explaining the plot and stuff. There's a lot of those in the film, and it just does not match. It just came out of nowhere. Also, there's a weird long transitions that came out a couple of times where you see this like vision of like these colorful patterns and Miley Cyrus is there. And it's supposed to have a point in the story. It has no fucking point to the story. It just came out of nowhere. And that's this movie, just random things coming out of nowhere and not matching together. And I just feel bad for the two main leads in the film because they're really good actresses, but they can do much better in this film. Them two together, they can be in a different film together because they would have good chemistry with one another. And they do have a good chemistry in this film, but with this terrible script and this really terrible mess, I just feel bad for them too. And even Coen, honestly, I don't know what he is thinking within this film or what's his purpose of the message of the film and what this film is trying to be about. Overall, guys, Drive Away Dolls really let me down, actually. I was not expecting the movie to be this bad, and I'm really surprised this movie got a 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. I really cannot believe it. This movie is terrible, guys. This movie's not funny. This movie's messy. It's so all over the place. It doesn't know what story it wants to be. The two main leads are the best part about this film, but they can do much better in this film. And for even Coen as the director for this film, honestly, I feel like this is a big mistake for him and he needs to do better. For a film that has so much potential to be at least a fun movie, it didn't do that for me. So I am going to give Drive Away Dolls a D-. And yeah, actors like Pedro, Pascal, Damon, and Colman, Domingo, yeah, these actors are just completely wasted in the film. And it's like the filmmakers know the script is bad, so they're just putting them in for the marketing because they're literally in the movie for like 1 minute of screen time. Yeah, like Argyle. Actors just completely wasted in the film. So guys, that is my review for Drive Away Dolls. Let me know what you think of this movie in the comments below. And what is your favorite Coen Brothers movie? Let me know that also in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contacting with me and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a nice day.